Athlete Lives Network. Sitting here chilling with Keon Frazier. What's going on, Keon?
What's up with you?
What's going on with you? Got my man here, Marcus Reynolds.
What's going on?
East Coast guy. What's going on, man? Yeah, man, we want to touch on some more of the issues, man. While you sit there and play pool real quick. Kind of want to get your feel more insight on best quarterback topic and also best player. Recently, I've been getting statements that Dante Smith played, linebacker, running back's probably the best ever to come through. How you feel about that?
Dante was good. He was, it all depends on what everybody gonna have their own opinion, depending on what you like. Dante was a lunch pail dude. Even when I was a senior, he was a sophomore, and he was, didn't put tape on. He just came out and played hard, and he was good. Him and Keon Jackson both was major contributors when they were sophomores when I was a senior. So, I didn't really keep up a whole lot when I left with what they did after that. But, he was you could tell he was going to be a star when he was a sophomore.
Okay. There's also been statements about Martell, paying France, that the only reason that he really had the numbers because he had a D1 offensive line.
Who made them statements, though?
Damon Williams. Sniff. Big Sniff. Sniff felt like that Dante Smith was the best player to come through because he's able to dominate on both sides of the ball, to where Ping and Royce benefited from having a top-notch D1 offensive line in front of them. Do you feel like your numbers would have been better if you had an offensive line like that?
Yeah, but you can't take nothing away from Ping. Sniff, you gotta respect what Sniff said because he played and he was, he was great in his own right. But I don't know if I'm ready to say Ping just benefited from having a great line. I didn't. My junior year, my line was solid. I had Big D-Ski and Quad and a couple other guys, but coulda, shoulda, woulda. Who knows? But Ping was a great player, so I can't discredit nothing he did.
Okay. Let me ask you a question, man. How do you feel? What is the reason why great athletes like yourself, Ping, Royce, have great high school careers, but sometimes don't live up to the hype of going to college, or maybe don't fight through the adversity that college offers? I know you did, but I'm saying in general, like Martell Francis, Dante Smith, some guys.
Everybody not gonna make it, to be a professional athlete. When you get to college, a lot of times the training wheels is taken off. You go from being a star athlete to just another guy. In Chicago, the football program, I don't know if it really prepared us. I know Coach Richard, he tried, but like I said before, we only worked as hard as we had to, So I think if, hindsight, if we all listened and, to what Coach was telling us, that we would have been better college athletes. But like I said, I didn't lift weights at all in high school, and then coming into college, other players had different programs where they had to lift, and they was more prepared for college. They was more disciplined than I was at the time. So I think we got the opportunity. It's just we don't necessarily take heed to it because we don't have to.
Do you believe that our environment that we grew up in kind of hold us back from really fight through adversity? Maybe depending on home too much?
I think our environment is where we come from. We not really to make it out is is a big thing. We not really expected to make it out, so it's easy to just say forget it, and just come home because that's what's expected of us anyway. So I think that environment, just that comfort level of if you don't make it, just that's what was expected of you anyway. I think that having just that comfort level of hey, I can always just go home and say I tried. I think that kind of hang over our heads, so it take a lot to push through and try to be different.
Gotcha. Recently, your cousin, Reese, Maurice Lauderdale, he made a statement that Marcus Jefferson and Antoine Woods need more history on the game of basketball. He felt like Cramp was the best point guard to ever come through Chicago Central. How you feel about that?
Everybody gonna speak for their era. He's speaking for his era. He's speaking for his neighborhood. He's speaking for what he saw. So I'm pretty sure he didn't see Marcus Jefferson or Chris Woods the way I saw him. So he just, speaking for his era.
Okay.
So you can't knock that.
Just did an interview with your brother, Willie Frazier, and I asked him a statement about who was the best Frazier, and he felt like he was a better athlete than you were. He did admit that, he had a better basketball career and you had a better football career. But how do you feel about him saying that he's a better athlete than you?
He's the little brother. He's gonna always be the little brother. So what can you expect? I mean, he been dealing with that his whole life. Being a little brother, being compared to me. So he had to come up and make his own way, and for him to say I was the better athlete would just be submitted to me. But I think he had a great basketball career himself. So any competitor, anybody who's competitive gonna say, hey, I think I was better. So I don't got a problem with that.
What do you say to the people who felt like you should have been playing pro ball, that maybe you gave it up too soon?
People who say that, they might not know what it takes to play pro ball. I mean, it's just not something you just pick and choose whether you're gonna do or not do. I mean, it's a whole lot has to go right for you to play pro ball. I mean, you guys. I mean, I don't know how many athletes every year in college. It's only 7 rounds in the draft. So I mean, to go pro, a lot gotta go right for you.
Gotcha. Marcus, how you doing, man?
Yeah.
Athlete Lives Network. I want to introduce Marcus Reynolds. Where you from, Marcus?
Hartford, Connecticut, East Coast.
Okay. Marcus was an outstanding offensive lineman, correct?
Yeah.
Kind of give us a little brief history.
Well, I went to Bloomfield High School. That's real close to Hartford. I played 2 years of football. I really didn't even want to play football like that. I was more like, I really like basketball a lot more. But then the coach from the football team, he used to come to my basketball practices. So yeah, you should play football. You should play football. So like my junior year, that's when I actually started playing football.
Okay. So after your junior year, senior year, how did you guys finish up? I know you guys won state championships, right?
Yeah, we won back-to-back state championships. All through high school, I only lost one game to a team up in Rhode Island. So we was pretty good. It was real like a powerhouse up there. So we was really doing good. And after that, I went to Delaware State.
Now, well, hold on. I want to backtrack you real quick. Now, you went to the same school as Dwight Freeney, correct?
Yeah.
So what kind of legacy, or what kind of legacy did you want to leave at your high school, knowing that Dwight Freeney laid the foundation down?
There was like a bunch of that '97 team when Dwight was there. Like that whole team was real good. Like they had a bunch of people who went to D1A, and just watching them do it, seeing him go to Syracuse, it made us realize that we actually could get scholarships and go to colleges too. So they laid the foundation, and we just had to really pick up from there. So after we saw them do that, that's when really you could say like we started getting championships. We started working hard to do what we gotta do.